everybody. Oh, we're here. We're Thursday. We're almost at the end of the week. Check in with yourself. How are you feeling? How was your week? Was it a stressful week? Was some positive stuff happening? Good morning, Sean. Good morning, Bronny. So, oh my goodness, good morning, Michaela. Everybody's here. So yeah, we're at the end of, another week almost. So tomorrow will be fun. I'll make something really fun tomorrow. Good morning, Brooklyn. But today I thought, a lot of us go through struggles, right? And it's so hard when you're struggling to then be positive. I mean, that is tough. Good morning, Bonnie. Yeah, it's really tough. So whether that struggle is financial, or maybe it's your health, you're going through something physical, maybe it's somebody else, you're dealing with somebody else, or you're dealing with your job or a partner or lack of a partner, whatever it is, every day, there's always something. And when we have these real difficult times, it's hard for us to remain positive. And yet we know we're supposed to. So I thought, let's talk about it a bit. Let's kind of go through some tips that maybe will help you keep positive. It's a little like yesterday of raising that vibration, but these are a little more practical. Like, for instance, let's look at who you have in your life. Okay, so that's going to be one of the factors to consider. Look at the three people maybe who bring the most drama to your life. Good morning. Good morning, Renee. Look at the people who bring stress to your life. Look at the top three. What are they bringing? Are they always bringing their trouble? Are they always bringing their bag? Those are the things you want to look at, because that's going to be exhausting and tiring, So you want to look at that and say, hey, do I need to create some boundaries with those people? Do I need to start to separate myself from those people? Because, if they're really negative Nellies, it's contagious. Negative Nelly is so contagious. So you really want to start to try to separate from that as much as you can. And when you are feeling your own struggle, try your best to look at the optimistic side of it. Good morning, Shadona. Good morning, Rachel. Look at the optimistic side of it. Try to find that little golden nugget in it. And again, I know that's tough sometimes, but that will just help. It is tough, especially when you can't figure out where that money's going to come. Good morning, Gail. When you can't figure out where that money's going to come to pay that bill, or you just can't kind of get up and running in your job, or you can't seem to make your boss happy or your spouse happy. So it's things like that. First step, don't panic. All right, take a breath in and don't panic. Just doing that, even for those few seconds, automatically releases a bit of stress. And that's kind of one of the things we want to do, is release that stress, okay? And release our feeling of trying to control it. What happens is, when we're struggling, you may dive in there and start to try to manipulate it and control it and rush things, and that's just not going to help. You're gonna make yourself crazy. So just try to let go, take a breath, and go a little slower. When you can slow your pace down, that will help you, again, release that stress around the situation. And at some point, there's got to be a bit of surrender. So move into solution-oriented rather than sitting in the problem. Because when we sit in the problem, we're gonna go crazy. Because all you're doing is festering over the problem. I've got this problem, I've got this problem, I've got this problem. And all you're doing is telling everyone, I've got this problem. No, let's think of solutions. Let's try to be solution oriented. And when you're stuck, I know that that's hard sometimes, but maybe ask a friend, hey, what do you think I could do about this? Any suggestions around this? Because when you move into solution, that will actually help you not focus on the struggle aspect quite so much, okay? And it's also a little bit of releasing some fear. You know, there's fear that happens around it. Fear that, oh my goodness, I'm not going to get out of it. It's never ending. This is I'm never going to move past this. So try to release the fear that is created and associated around it, okay? Right, Maureen? And Maureen's like, I'm trying not to control. It is so tough. I mean, I get it. Another thing is donate. And now that could be your time. It could be a little bit of financial. And I know, here's the thing, for some of you who are under such financial stress, you're going to be like, Colby, you are crazy. I don't even have $1 to my name. Well, let me tell you this quick little story because it's unbelievable. I was going to sushi, which, you know, I love my sushi. But I was having some financial stuff too. I just spent thousands of dollars on a class and was trying to come back from that. And it was, you know, it was a little struggle. I mean, that happens at times, right? And it took everything I had to even like treat myself to sushi. I thought, you know, and then you think you're not worthy of something like that. Oh, I don't deserve it. I'm not worthy of it, right? You feel so guilty about it. Well, it was so interesting. On that sushi, so there was a homeless man. He's just laying there, and he was laying on the, you know, minding his own business, sleeping, had his covers on, had a little bag next to him, and I just stopped and I grabbed a few dollars out of my purse. Now, keep in mind, I'm already feeling guilty about spending money, having some food for myself, and I grabbed a few dollars and I just put it in his bag. I didn't disturb him or anything. He wasn't asking me for the money, nothing like that. I just saw him and put it in, and I go into sushi and I have my sushi, and when I go to finish and I go to pay, the owners say out of the blue, no, this one's on us. We love you so much and so glad you're always here. No charge tonight. And I was like, oh, right? And that is just a beautiful reminder from the universe to give back, to help someone else. No matter what state you're in, no matter where you are, or no matter how bad things feel, there's always a bit of room to love and help someone else. And when you can do that, not only do you raise your vibration, do you feel good? Does it not just feel rewarding, because that's, you know, that love of giving back, but you'd be surprised at how the universe will then reciprocate it in some way, shape, or form. Okay? And when you are in that struggle and when you are feeling it, just try to have a moment of that gratitude. What is going right? You know, are your kids healthy? Is something happening that is good and that you have to be grateful for? Good morning, Carol. So if any of you feel struggle or understand struggle and look for things, you know, send me some hearts here. Give me some hearts. I love the hearts. But it is good morning, Kim. Good morning. So when we can stay positive, you know, that is going to happen. Now the hearts are coming. I see them. Thank you. But also being mindful. That's another one. Again, so in case you don't know what being mindful is it being in that present state, being very present in the moment. So if you're feeling depressed, you know, you're in the past, right? You're focusing on the past. If you're feeling anxiety, you're in the future and you can't control it. So you're feeling stress and anxiety. The minute you pull into the present, you're being mindful. So just try that right now with me, okay? Let go of the past. Let go of the future. Come with me right here. You and me right here, right now, right this second. We're just right here, the two of us, right? Do you see how like all the worries go away? Right in this second, everything feels okay. And that's because you're being in the present, and that's being mindful. So when you're feeling lost and struggle and having so much difficulty, try to come back right into the exact moment that you're in, just in this moment, and that will help as well, okay? I mean, there's so many things to do. I could tell you to exercise all day long. I think it is great. I do think it helps. Good morning, Jason. I do think it helps in, doing all that wonderful stuff. But at the end of the day, it's surrendering and it's being solution-oriented that will help. It's going a little slower, okay? Helping someone else, having a sense of gratitude, and knowing no matter how bad it seems or gets, if you can kind of stay in that positive framework, that positive mind, at least 51%, you're going to be able to make change. You're going to be able to move through it. And nothing really, so many times people going through something and they just think it's the worst experience of all time, or they're so worried about what's going to happen. But at the end of it, it really ended up not being as bad as they thought. It was more of what their imagination was able to create than the reality of the situation. And that can happen to us. Our imaginations are so powerful, we can create the worst case scenario. So try to let go of that. Try to let go of letting your mind be the beast and just allow yourself to surrender, trust, and work on that solution the best that you can, but also take some time and love for yourself and love for those around you, because that will really help. And watch who you're spending time with. That is a big factor. Surround yourself with the good people. Surround yourself with the people that we all want to help one another, because that makes a big difference as well. So I hope all of those things you find helpful. All of those things will help you kind of move through a struggle. And you're not alone. Everybody has a struggle. Everybody, whether they show you or not, whether, that doesn't matter. It's part of life is to have these experiences, and it's just how we look at these experiences as to whether or not we manifest them and magnetize them and raise the vibration of them, or whether or not we diffuse them, become solution oriented, and move past them. Good morning, Adrian. So I'm letting you know I'm with you. Together we've got this. We've got each other. Yes, and we can all kind of come together. Find a support team for yourself. Find a network of people that you can talk to and share your thoughts and feelings with, because getting it out also just helps. It's about releasing the stress that's around it, okay? So I hope you guys have a fabulous Thursday. Absolutely. And thank you so much for joining. I loved all the hearts. I really, really do. I love all the highs. Makes me feel so special. And I love seeing you guys too. Thank you, Keely. And have a fabulous day. And I will see you tomorrow for Friday. All right? Bye.